Hi there, my name is Salma. I am GBC alumni. I graduated from George Brown in 2020 in International Fashion Management program. I also come with 10 years of international experience into apparel retail industry. So after graduating from GBC, I decided to launch my own apparel brand called Moose Moon Race. And this is the brand logo. You can see this is a hoodie of my brand. So Moose Moon Race focuses on the camping and hiking niche market, where we provide the clothing, sustainable clothing and accessories to make the camping and hiking experience full of fun. So here I would like to talk more about the current industry trends and the fashion trends and kind of what's happening with the marketplaces. So as we are aware, we are slowly entering into this normal time after the pandemic era. Most of the popular fashion brands are entering into the e-commerce. Mainly the online spaces are taking over the physical spaces because the physical spaces has been struggling. You must be aware many of the stores were closed in the industry. The online space has become very popular among the startups as well as among the established brands. So talking about the multi-channel retailing, that's something everyone is trying to do this. So same is applicable to my brand also. When I launched my own online store or website called www.moosemoonrace.com, and then slowly I entered into the other e-commerce marketplaces, and that's the case happening with many established apparel brands as well. They are trying to carve more and more online space by following the strategy of multi-channel retailing, where the e-commerce places like Amazon, eBay, Etsy, they are becoming more and more popular. Also, there is a kind of collaboration happening between different online channels. So instead of the rivalry, or it's like going more of the collaboration strategies to get the more space into the online world. And the another new trend coming is the sustainable fashion. I mean, it's something, it was always there, but it is becoming more and more popular these days. I know GBC also offers many sustainable fashion programs. So talking about the practical view of this particular trend is based on my research. When I was launching my brand, I could find many apparel brands are building upon the eco-friendly products, and some of them are trying to educate customers by promoting the sustainable fashion products. So for example, they are educating the customers, and then they are trying to convert those consumers of regular products into the something who would love to buy eco-friendly products. That's one strategy, while other strategy with some of the startups is they are building their brands based on totally eco-friendly practices. So though we have learned many things in GBC about sustainable fashion, but the practical world says there are many other aspects of sustainable fashion. I mean, you might have learned if 10 principles or 20 principles of sustainable fashion in theories, but what's happening in the real is the brands are able to follow some of them, they're not able to follow some of them, but then based on what they're able to follow, they're doing the marketing strategies. So for example, some brands believe on the minimal carbon footprints. That's a part of sustainable fashion. Some brands believe on integrating the eco-friendly raw materials while manufacturing the finished products. That's also another aspect of the sustainable fashion. And some of them are taking direct action, like contributing 1% of their revenue or certain percentage of their revenue for the welfare of the animals, or to clear the plastic and other non-degradable waste from the environment. So there are a lot of different aspects of the sustainable fashion, and it's a very good thing that most of the retailers are taking steps towards this nature friendly, planet friendly practices of the business. Then next is about the design trends. That's something I would like to talk about. As I said about the sustainable fashion, for the fashion designers, it has become a kind of inspiration. So more and more of the animals and the flower prints are coming back into the trends. So those animal visuals and the floral or the other plant visuals are kind of creating a decent and rich look, and also it conveys that message of the eco-friendly practices. And talking about the in general the fashion trends, so there is of course revival of the Art Deco style, which was originated mainly in France in 1920s, which is also relevant to the roaring 20s, when women were mostly preferring the clothing for freedom, and the comfort was something preferred over the looks and styles. So that something has come back, and in 2022 there is going to be a lot of symmetrical geometrical patterns. That's again the component of the Art Deco style is going to come back. There are certain fonts, and there is also a trend of the optical illusion. That's something where one creates a design and it's viewed from different perspectives and different angles. So for example, a particular word written on the casuals may be looking or readable with a different meaning from one angle, but from another angle it looks something different. So it's like those layers of the semi-transparent colors over each other, making kind of the optical illusion. That's another trend coming back in 2022. And also there is going to be the trend of the geometric, the symmetrical patterns, which would be focusing on a more rich and elegant look by providing just 2 to 3 colors, but with the Greek and Roman kind of motifs. So these are some of the trends coming back in 2022 as per the fashion gurus and some of the industrial articles. So in the end, I would like to suggest to the GBC fashion students, in case if you are struggling to find any strong inspiration for designing, then simply you can just draw the design whatever comes from your subconscious mind, and organize those layers and see then how it looks. That's something definitely going to be unique, creative, your own innovation, and it doesn't have to be necessarily as per the recent designs or the techniques. So that's a brain dump strategy you can follow while designing your products. Yeah, and in the end I would like to wish all the best to all GBC students.